know what I need to do? I done screwed something up. Let's see if I can't do this. See if I can't go over here. New window. Let's go YouTube. Let's go here. Let's go here. We'll go here. We'll go here. We'll go right. Well, right. That one there is. We'll delete that one. Exit. Delete. And we'll go here. Delete. Understand. Delete. Let's go here. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Let's go back to here. See what. Oh, no. Wait. All right, let's try this. Anybody show up? There we go. I'm sorry, man. I was busy doing some work on the computer. Live action, Cole. How you doing, buddy? Ken from Concord, North Carolina. They got a racetrack down that way, don't they? So you talk to yourself all the time, Dean. All the time. I got a new partner at work. There was two of us worked on the shift. And I used to cuss myself all the time. Wouldn't know why I was doing this. Man, dadgummit, Steve, you done messed up again and stuff. When he was over there the first couple of months, he kept thinking I was talking to him. He kept asking me, what do you talk? What do you want? Then he learned I was talking to myself. Yeah, hope you're doing well. Sorry about the Packers. Yeah, well, I didn't even watch the game, to be honest with you. I didn't think there was much chance in it. So that's honest. My boy watched it. He was a little upset about it, but he didn't live through the 70s and 80s like I did. They just, yeah. He's ready to fire the head coach too. The Thumb of Michigan. Man, Ronald, you guys are tough up yonder. Sorry, that's what I thought. What was that, harmonica? Okay. Oklahoma. I knew a boy from Oklahoma. He was actually the fella that helped me move in this house. I worked at the warehouse with him right around the corner over yonder. And I don't know whereabouts. We were young, 22, something like that. I think he was younger than me. I don't know what he was doing out here. I think he was out here because he was in the service or something at one time. I don't know. Western North Carolina, A squared. Yeah, you are. It was cold in the day, man. Yeah, I don't think it got to 40 today. Like the froze to death. Wouldn't have been so bad weren't for windy as it was. It was windy. You guys up north, like Ronald up there in Michigan. I mean, you get north of Richmond, man, and I just don't know how people do it. I can't, man. I just can't. I'm not built for it, man. Well, I'm in the house now, and I got enough clothes on to clothe an army. First time watching live, but long time subscriber. Officially retired at 5 p.m. today. Sean Murphy. I don't have a pen or nothing on me, dog. Put a comment on one of my videos, or either send me an email, boss. It's on my homepage there. And I'll make sure I get that wrote down. I might already have it wrote down if you've mentioned it in a comment before. Chances are. Just double check. Looking forward to the next chapter. That's what it is, buddy. -9. I don't know that we've ever gotten that cold, even with wind chill. It gets cold. It gets below zero wind chill wise, but temperature wise, it's rare, extremely rare. We'll get in single digits from time to time, but it's overnight. Time it underrated. How you doing, boss? I just saw your video with your wife's cousin's husband. How you come up with the channel. He's 78 years old. That's hard to believe, man. He's in better health than I am. He looks good, man. Unreal. It's that cold weather, man. I think so. I see. Well, we have a lot of family up north. Well, not a lot, but quite a bit. And I think it has to do with longevity and the way they look. Just posted a short of all the silly sleet and snow we are getting. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to have you, retirement. I think you had a live. I think it was yesterday. I missed that. I think it was you. Might have been somebody else. Just got done. Snowblower, 8 inches off the drive in Ohio. Yeah, we don't. I got a snow shovel. I've always had a snow shovel of some kind. Because again, I need it probably usually about once a year. Well, I don't now, but when I was working, I did. So, I needed it then. But we don't. Usually, man, by the end of the day, if we've gotten more than 4 inches, 4 inches can just about melt all away in one day. So here, because it usually warms up and that sun comes out. But unless we get 6, 8 inches or more, I don't really have to shovel. And now I don't got to shovel at all. I just drive over it and get out in the road and take off. But I do clean the sidewalks off and the front porch there. But don't need a shovel for that. Just not a big need for it around here. Snow from Wisconsin, 20 degrees, man. We went up to see the Packers play. We went in December. They were playing in Detroit, me and my son, years ago. And, it was close to 20 years ago, I believe it was. I think it was. I think he was about 10. It was cold. It snowed up there that day. This is the only time I was going to get up there, I figured, to watch a ball game. And so I figured I'd go during the wintertime just to get the full effects of the frozen tundra, He's a very cool guy. Glad you watched it. Yeah, I enjoy. I saw that one. I saw the one you did with your son. And I missed that live, though. I don't think I got a notification for it. I might have. I'm not missing Minnesota or It is predicted to be 18 here in Pageland tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's supposed to cool off. I think they got one day next week, I believe Tuesday maybe. It's not supposed to get above 30. So, but hey man, it's the end of winter. The last couple of weeks of January, the first week or so of February, we tend to get them cold snaps where it really gets cold. Cold for here. Midsummer for you guys. But so you expect it. But usually during the daytime, we're usually above freezing. I think our normal high this time of year is like 47. But that's cold enough for me. Isn't it nice to have 5 Fridays, 1 Saturday, and a Sunday? There you go. Yeah, that's kind of the way I look at it. I don't think it's not a permanent vacation, and it's not 6 Saturdays and a Sunday, man. It truly is more like 5 Fridays, a Saturday, and a Sunday. Hey, Angie. 80 degrees. Mercy, Angie. How you take it? How do you take it? I feel for you. We're supposed to get cold all the way down south next week or this weekend, I think, starting this weekend. So a big cold snap down there. I see where Georgia, Florida, both the Carolinas supposed to get a chance of snow. It's hard for us to get any snow here because we got the mountains to the west of us, and then we're still close enough to the ocean where we get some breeze. That winter, I forget what they call it, the ocean breeze. We don't get the breeze, so to speak, but the warm air is blocking us. Really, the only time we get any big snows is if it comes up from the south like it's coming now. It gets trapped between the two and just rides up the coast. But that's why it's so hard for us to get anything here. Perfect. Oh, yeah, yeah. Wow. Wow. Did you go to the Panhandle, Dean, or did you go down the west coast of Florida? I think that's where you went, down to Florida. Southern California. I got a buddy of mine, Angie, that's up in San Diego right now. That's where they're from. They usually go back once or twice a year. And I think they going to be down there, going to be over there 2 weeks. In the same boat, mountains to the west, oceans to the east. Yeah, okay, Danny. Oh, okay, you over in Alabama. $39 in Alabama today. Yes, I think that's about what it got to today. I don't think it got. I think it was calling for 42, but I don't think it got that high. Me and the baby run out. We run. Had to go check on my little lady across town, and then had to run by the post office. We didn't go by the junk store though. Normally we out there on that end of town, we go to the junk store, but we just been out there a couple days ago. Canada, Irene Baker. 2 to 4 inches tomorrow. That's up there in Wisconsin, right? JNP, ain't that what you said? Yeah, I think we got a chance at some flurries. Right now, they're just calling for some flurries. Depends on how close that low off the shore is. If it's close enough, it'll pinch us between the two. If it ain't, then it'll go down towards the beach, Virginia Beach area. Greensboro. Yeah, I always get that mixed up with Greenville. Buzz just posted he turned 66. Well, happy birthday to him. I'm just a couple days behind him. 1 a week, to be honest with you, from today. Yeah. Next Thursday. And I'll be 60. I'll officially be an old man. Oh, I didn't tell you about the gifts I got for Christmas. They were age appropriate. I got one of them little handles that help you get out the car with. You hook it on your daggone door latch thing. And then my daughter got me a daggone a battery-powered toboggan, stocking cap. You stick a little rechargeable battery in the back of it, and it's got a button on your forehead that you push. Got 3 levels, low, medium, and high. I've tried it out. We don't get that cold here. But they like to mess with me a little bit. New Jersey. Gusto. Oh, okay. From Brazil. Okay. Are you a native, man? Or are you down there an expat? Louisa, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit just a little bit northwest of me. I'm down in Chesterfield County. And Louisa's west of daggone Richmond, I believe. Out to near Amelia, I believe. Still a pup. Yeah, I am. I'm just a baby. That's another reason nobody ought to listen to me. I'm like one of them guys that just tells you what you ought to think or do and ain't got enough knowledge or experience to back it up. 10 days to 74. Oh, man, wrong. Oh, okay, you're just after me then. My little lady over here is, she was a New Year's baby. So we took her a little cake and went over there and sat with her for a while. She had a good time. She was tickled to death over that cake. There's a store around here that makes bar cakes, what you call it, probably about 4 inches wide and about a foot long or so. And it's about 7, 8 layers, real thin layers in there. And she was tickled to death over that. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm gonna try to go back and get some of them daggone comments I missed, but I don't know how to do all that. I tell you what, I know what happened last month. I don't know if anybody was on here last month, but I do these very seldom. And every time I do it, it's a new experience for me. So I always do a test video. Well, last month I did a test video, and I never changed it from private to public. So the first 5 or 6 minutes I was talking to myself and nobody shows up on the little counter up there. I finally cut it off, said I've done something wrong. And then I had to go back in and reschedule a chat, and took off. I did the same thing here just a minute ago. That's the reason I was well, I guess y'all could see me, but I had another screen pulled up. I was canceling all that mess. It's always touch and go, man. I'm never sure whether I'm going to get it started right or yeah, it's something to do. And getting those walks in, yes, I have. Oh yeah, it's 100% better. It's almost non-existent, my trouble now. I still have a little trouble with my certain positions of the ankle. But it doesn't stop me from doing anything. Oh yeah, it's unreal now. But I took it on the chin for about 6 weeks before I could do a darn thing with it. But it got me to appreciate being able to move when I feel like it. I can tell you that. That mobility, Doc, is extremely important to me. 56 tomorrow. 62 2 days ago and retiring at the end of the month. Jackie JB. Only 4 actual work days. Okay. That's the way I worked it in January. I think I had 4 or 5 days in January that I had to work. The rest of the time I was off, vacation, personal days, or whatever. And then, so I always consider January. I retired at the first of the year, but I was actually retired the 1st of February. But it gave me a month to get me a jump start on it, to get a feel for things before I was actually retired. And I think it helped. Looking forward to your bell in May. UF 1968. I don't know if I got you wrote down, boss. I might have. All my stuff's in the other room over there. But I'll double check to make sure. $8 in Orchard Park, New York. Boogers freeze at 0. You ever see them pictures of people or them videos of people throwing boiling water out the window when it's, I don't know how cold it is, but it freezes when they throw it in the air, drops as little ice pellets. That's just too daggone cold. I'm not going outside just to try that out if it ever happens. It just ain't for me, man. I just don't handle it. I'd much rather have it, 90 or 100 degrees. I can deal with it better. I don't like the extremes. We don't get a lot of extremes here. We very rarely air temperature is 100 degrees. Now, we could feel like temperature of 100 a lot with the humidity. And down in the teens and single digits, man. It's just not a thing to be concerned about here. Very rare do we get a cold snap of that, where it lasts for weeks on end. And usually it's about this time of the year. And that's usually when I'm ready to get the heck out of town for a couple of days. And I'm that way now. And it ain't been a bad winter at all. But it's not so much the cold. It's the shorter days. You get more dark and cloudy days than you do in any other time of the year. You got no color out there. Everything's gray, brown. And then eventually it works on you mentally. It does me. But harmonica, no. I'm gonna hold out for 68. I turned 67 in January. The baby don't turn 67 until September. I figure why not wait till she's full retirement age and then start my Social Security the next year, January, to start off with. Right now, if I need it at 62, dadgummit, I'll take it at 62. It just depends on the situation at the time, I don't foresee having to take it beforehand, but you never know. So 43, hey Buzz, everybody's congratulated you for your birthday. I don't know if you've seen that or not. 43 degrees. Yeah, that's cold down there. The bad thing is, man, you got to worry about your citrus. Start running up the prices on that stuff if it gets too cold down there. I was down there one year in January. It was I think it was about the time that second space shuttle blew up. We were down there just before that. It was flying one back from Texas because a lot of our people live down near the Cape, and I was down there that year because we saw that one fly over. And when we got back to Ohio, where I was living at the time, that's when that other one blew up. But it was nice, man. They had a good winter that year. But I've never been down there when it's been cold. And I had an uncle. He said he actually saw snow flurries down there one year when we went down there to visit him. He said it got cold down here. Yeah, that's what I figured, Dean. Northwest Indiana had a terrible cold winter. Yeah, well, it is Indiana. I just don't do well with it. After 4 or 5 weeks, man, time January, about this time of the year, the temperatures ain't that big a deal. It's just it'll get depressing on you, man. So it's just hard. Right now, I'm just waiting until next month. Is what I'm doing. Holding on for Valentine's Day. Then we'll start. Well, we've already started planting a garden. What we're going to put and what we're going to put in there, what bed it's going in, and stuff like that. So, well, she just sent off for a seed catalog. So I'm looking to do something different with my tomatoes this year. Get some of them little kind of oval-shaped tomatoes. From what I hear tell, the type we're looking to get, they all come off pretty much at the same time. So that'd be nice. That's true, Angie. But I kind of my thing is we get the most we can at start the year off by waiting until I'm 67 or we're 68 and she'll be 67. I kind of don't want to file in February or March and then wait 6 months and have to go through the whole system again for her, or you wait a couple of years or whatever. This way here, I kind of get it all over and done with at one time. I could do the same thing at 62, but it's just easier for me to keep up with. You got me wrote down, brother. We already done. Okay. I pay money for the ACA, claim no income, live off my investments. Well, that's a good deal. I don't mean no harm, but that ACA, from the people I know that got it, it's not worth it, the money you pay for it. Worked with a lady over at the string factory. Her and her husband got it. She didn't work with it. She wasn't a plant employee. She was like a subcontractor. Worked in the office, and he worked construction. He was a bricklayer, and he didn't have any insurance, and she didn't either because she worked for that contracting company that come in there to fill in spots like that, and they were on it. And she was telling me that the premiums on it got too expensive for her to even keep paying, so they dropped it. So that was my last resort. That was my two options. Only two options I really had was that and to carry what I had at work. They give me I was able to carry over the same insurance I had from work at the same price of an employee pays. And it's a little bit better insurance. And it's cheaper than full price the ACA for sure, but it's right expensive still. But my pension covers it. It pretty much gives me it's pretty much a wash. So you seem to be pretty handy. Do you have a big toolbox like Buzz? Yeah, I got one. When Dad died, I went over and took his and brought it over to the shed. I was going to slide it up under my shelf, but it's about that much too tall. So now it sticks out in the floor. It would have been fine if I'd have slid it up in there, but it didn't have no wheels on it. So I got me a little wheel buggy, like a furniture dolly, and set it on top of that. So that made it too tall. And I ain't got none of my tools in it. It's just his old tools. And it's stuff I have no need in using. He got it from the plant he worked at, and it had their old tools in it. Big old wrenches on them stuff. And sockets and stuff. I don't have anything in the whole house that needs a wrench that big. So, but yeah, I did get it. But otherwise, no, I just have a couple of bitty toolboxes. I don't have the proper tool to do very much. I can tell you that, Doc. I'm working on them whirly gigs now, and I just ain't got what it takes to do them. You know, I got a little hand saw, well, a jigsaw and a daggone circular saw, and that's it. So, but yeah, that's kind of the fun of it, trying to figure out how to make it work without killing myself. Well, thanks, Irene. Cut a hole in the floor. Wish my husband's insurance would have carried over. Yeah, we got lucky on that, because otherwise I'd have had to go to the Obamacare thing, and it wasn't my first choice. But hey, man, I'd have done it. Come on, everybody, do it. Wasn't allowed any birthday cake until I exercised for 30 minutes. Boss's orders. Yeah, I didn't do my exercises today. Me and baby run off early. What I sent it was had to go down to the post office. I had to send off my other pension today. I wanted to do it last year. I just never got around to it. So I'll get it sometime probably in March. Maybe. They got to send us a paper first. They did with my other pension. If you get in Virginia, the spouse is guaranteed 50% of that if you die. And if you choose anything else, you have to get it notarized by a notary public. I mean, even if you choose for them to get 100% of that, you know, I could see if you was going to cut them out or you're going to give them 20% or whatever. But to get 100%, you know, you got to go get it notarized. So they're probably going to send that back to me in a week or so, and then I'll have to send it back to them. So however long the paperwork takes. We have so many tools, it's going to be a nightmare. Yes, you did, Jerry. We vegetable soup and sliders. Had she usually Takes leftover vegetables if they ain't get to eat the second day. Because you just have a little handful. Puts them in a freezer bag and keeps them in the freezer. And once she has enough to make a thing of soup, then she makes it. And that's what she did tonight. Where do you get one? Oh, what? Yeah, that's the way it works. And that's the way it works here anyways, because the wife is guaranteed to get 50%. If you change it at all, you got to get it notarized. Why? I don't know. I could see, like I said, for something else, but for giving them more. The only thing about giving them 100% is that pension is actually smaller because they count for 2 lifespans instead of 1. Any big plans for my birthday? No, not a bit. We don't do anything, man. I keep telling people that over and over and over, and nobody seems to believe me. We've been out of town, but we've been out of state twice since I retired in 23. Both times was for family reasons. I ain't been farther than 30 miles from the house, but one time. And that's when I went down. I had lunch with Keith and Terry from Retired and Loving It. And because I know they go down there quite a bit. I've watched enough of their videos, and I'd send them an email. Said, hey, if you get down that way, you want to meet up, give me a holler. So they did that year. And I enjoyed that. It's probably about 2 hours maybe. Other than that, man, you're looking at a guy that's got 20 chairs in his backyard. He ain't doing too much. But, I don't think so. I might go fishing if it ain't too cold. I like to try to get out there once in January. But we'll see. Got plans on. We've got a fishing expo in Richmond this weekend. Starts tomorrow, actually. Runs for 3 days. I asked my son-in-law if he wanted to go. I ain't never hear back from him. But I think I'm going to go up there one day this weekend. You buy one ticket and it's good for the whole weekend now. So we'll see. We could change it in the way we wanted, but those chose half for me. They just needed to know that because we had guys at work that used to try to do that, get their wives to sign off on canceling it. What they were going to do is they were going to get them a term life insurance policy, $300,000 or whatever. And some of them would turn it down and some of them would accept it, but most of them turned it down. And I don't blame them. It's a guaranteed income for the rest of your life. Whether you live another 40 years or whether you live 6 months, it just, you can't beat it. You have to have birthday cake. I don't know whether I will or not. Well, no, I'll tell you what happened. Because it happened last year. Because we took her cake last year too. She brought one over to me when it was my birthday. So that's what she'll do. I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. The baby might go out and buy me one. My daughter might bring one in. I don't know. I don't need any more cake, to be honest with you, Doc. I like my sweets, Doc. Cake, pie, donuts. It don't make no daggone difference. It's so expensive to go out these days. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, you're right about that. But, you can do it in cheaper ways. Go for lunch, Ask for a senior discount. It's not much, 10% maybe. But, sometimes you can get sometimes me and the baby get a daggone one big meal and split it. So that tends to be cheaper too. Depends on what we feel like and stuff. What day is your birthday? You talking to me, Mark? Next Thursday. There used to be a huge flea market between Newport News and Williamsburg. Have you ever made it there? Oh, you wouldn't be happen to be talking about the Williamsburg pottery? I don't know if that's what you're talking about or not. But yeah, we've been down there before. That's a huge place. It yeah, yeah. That's about the only thing I can think of down that way that's that big. Pepper, a little late. That's okay, Doc. You can watch it on replay if you feel like it. Me and the wife each get our own pension, no kids to fight over anything. Yeah, well, the one for the string factory doesn't have any secondary beneficiaries. I can't leave it split to the kids. According to the paperwork I just filled out from them. But the chemical plant, you could split it. But there's a time limit on it. Dad's was the same way. If him and mom died in the same year, I think if she died within 12 months of him, then it went to the kids for it split again and went to the kids, I think. I think it might have been 6 months. But ours don't have that from the string factory. Chemical plant, I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. So that's pretty nice. But I mean, what's it going to be? A couple $100 by the time it gets broke up like that. But it's a couple hundred they didn't have before. So yeah, it's still there, Danny. It's they had some trouble with it last year, I believe it was. I can't remember if there was a fire underneath the parking lot. I think that's what it was. So they had one of the parking lots closed down. Why that was or not, I don't remember what the problem was with it. But yeah, it's still down there. It still does booming business too, Doc. And there's a big one it's not a flea market, but it's like an outlet center between here and I can't remember now. Weldon, North Carolina, down that way somewhere, right down 95 from us. Goldsboro is where it's at. And that place is huge too. It's a lot like that daggone Williamsburg pottery. Oh, okay, Angie. Yeah, I remember you talking about you had a friend of yours, I think lived out this way. And y'all would go down there from time to time. Yeah, I ain't all that much for it. We have been a couple of times. They used to have a place, I think it's still down. I know it is. Busch Gardens down that way. And amusement park. And so we go down to that. Maybe we'd slip over to Pottery while I was down there. But I tell you, that area is a lot of history down there. And that's kind of neat to go to Old Town Williamsburg and walk around. And they have some of the buildings open where they give you a kind of like living history, where they show you how they made candles and show you how they fix shoes and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. Well, good grief, Frog. You ought not to be up under the car this late at night. I hope you're inside. It says you're in the garage. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I pretty much give up working on cars. I do. I never could do a whole lot to begin with, but I could usually keep them running. But there's so much to them anymore, man. Yeah, that's right, Angie. Lightfoot. That's where it's at. Williamsburg area there. Carlos, my man. How you making out, buddy? I hope, yeah, I think they're on a downhill slide for another 10 years before they have any hope. They got a good ball club. It just, I just don't think they have what it takes to finish off. That's the thing. And that was the problem in the 80s. I mean, they could have won probably a half dozen Super Bowls, one for the daggone Cowboys and then 49ers. They got their butt stomped every time they went and played one of them teams. Yeah, but it was but they had a pretty decent team. And I didn't really care for any of the quarterbacks back then either, though. They had Majowski. He played at Virginia Tech. Magic Man. That Lynn Dickey. He was okay, but I don't think either one of them were. I wasn't happy with either one of them. How's that? You just had such good quarterbacks, good teams back then, though, man. I mean, just awesome. I mean, the Steelers, my goodness. And the 49ers, man, they were just teams of the centuries, man. They were just tough. Laying on gravel or concrete, working a car. This cold ain't no fun. Yeah. I got some big pieces of cardboard and a couple old quilts and blankets laying out in the shed for when I got to do that. Brian Harrington, just getting in. Good evening. Good evening to you, Brian. How's Purdy doing? I have no idea. No idea, Carlos. I bet my son does, but I ain't got no idea. I don't really follow it all that close. I watch the games and pray for a win, and that's about it, to be honest with you. I just don't. Years ago, when they started kneeling for the flag, I quit watching it for a couple of years straight, or the anthem, and I kind of got out of it. And now I pretty much just watch the Packers. I'll watch their game when I can catch them. Other than that, I'm nowhere near the sports enthusiast I was, when I was a kid or 20 years ago even. But I do like to watch them play, and I like college ball pretty good too. I like it real well, but I don't follow the players. My little lady over there, she likes to watch football. She likes to follow the guys from college to pro, and she can tell you what the college team they played for and everything. She didn't like sports, but her husband got interested in watching football. So, yeah, that's an amazing tunnel, ain't it, Angie? I got a book of how they built the Bay Bridge Tunnel down there. I mean, it's just unreal. They floated them tunnel sections down from like New Hampshire or somewhere, a shipyard up there. They towed them down here with a couple of barges. Just amazing what them guys could do. Josh Allen, go Bills. That's one thing I enjoy is working on car and do the grandkids' cars too. And that might be something too. Every time I ever worked on one, I had to so I could get back to work because we're going to need it the next day or at the end of the weekend or something like that. So I was always pushed for time. And, maybe if I got all the time I want to work on it, I could work a little bit. When I get mad, I can come in the house and take a break. It might not be as bad on me. So, but it's so hard anymore, man. My daughter had I guess it was an '02 Volkswagen, maybe. You had to take the daggone headlight out in order to take the battery out. Is that what it was? I think so. Because it was slid up underneath that daggone curve of the front fender. You got to about halfway to dismantle cars anymore in order to get to one piece. And years ago, there was very few things that failed on them, man. And you got used to changing them one things out. But now with this computerized stuff, you take that battery out. If it's out too long, it shuts your radio off. It's a pain in the butt. And every car you got nowadays takes a different tool to take the brakes off with. For long, you got a whole buggy full of daggone tools, and you don't need them for that one car. And then when you get rid of it, it's just a hassle, man. And it seems like I break something. Every time I touch something, I break it. So I got to fix the stuff I broke and then fix the part that's wrong with the car. I'll wring a nut off or some bull like that. Yeah, it was a little chilly down here too, Pepper. Yeah, my son-in-law's from down Lincoln County, North Carolina. So he was a little upset. He blamed my daughter for it because she started playing some kind of song, and when it was ahead, and he said there was too much time left. So when they lost, he says she jinxed him, jinxed him. Indoor heated garage. If I was outside, no way. Go Navy. An hour and a half north. Okay. Well, that puts you still in Virginia. I think DC is about 2 hours from here. I was thinking you might be in Maryland. Hoosiers. Yes. Yeah. So I think that's. Well, I'm ticked off I didn't put Notre Dame in it. I think Notre Dame got stuck just so they could. I think it was crooked. Simple as that. So I mean, Indiana's up right now, so we'll let them play and win the ball game. I hope so. And I don't like Florida teams. Never have, and never going to. Football team wise, I just don't care for them. And I think they messed up when they went to the ACC years ago because they were powerhouses. They went to the ACC. They ruled the ACC for a couple of years, and then they dropped out off the face of the earth. And the ACC is not a big football squad. And I think they screwed up. But no, I never did like them. Florida teams, Miami, Florida State, or Florida. So Neyland ruined it for me and my wife too. Yeah. Yeah, that really ruined it for me. I mean, hey man, I don't care if the guy, if it's the way he feels, it's the way he feels, but I think it was the NFL as an organization that allowed him to do it was really what got at me. They, you have rules you got to work by when you're working for an employee or employer. And if the employer says no, you don't buck him on it and say, hey, I'm going to do it anyways. And then the employer, says, all right, it's okay. You can go ahead and do it. I just didn't like the way it was handled. And I don't care what the guy thinks, but you're working for that guy and he's paying you a fair wage. You do a fair job and do it the way he wants it done. And they didn't take it that way. And I don't have much use for people to do that. But that's me. Driving home after vet meeting, going around tonight now with our retiree health, fighting with Ashland and Avoya. Don't make no sense. No kidding, Cole. I ain't had a bit of trouble. But that's for your wife, isn't it? You're on VA insurance, right? I wonder why that is. Give me a holler if you want. You show. I don't know. There's nothing I can do to help really, but be curious because I haven't had any trouble. They didn't want to pay for my health problem that first year I retired, but they said I didn't use a place. It was one of their providers, but it's the same one I've been going to for decades. And I don't know. They screwed that up somewhere because they ended up paying. I'm taking a dump. Can you please give me one mulligan? Yes. You can have two, buddy. Fishing show. I might go. Wonder if tomorrow would be better than Saturday and Sunday. I don't know. Friday probably will be. I plan on going early because I want to get there before it gets so busy up there and come back. As long as you don't hang out up there till quitting time, getting back won't be so bad. I don't know. Sunday would probably be the best day, but I think it's short hours in. But I don't know. I don't know for sure when I'm going to go. And it won't be tomorrow. Probably be Saturday. Probably Saturday when I go. Stafford, okay. TRICARE for life. Oh, I got my daggone we got our mattress delivered last week too. We ordered it a couple of weeks ago. It was right after Christmas. From a place there in Hopewell. It's called Custom Comfort. And they ship it all the way across country. It's some fella by the name of Wynn started a Wyndham mattress. That's what he started. Yeah. But it's the business is Custom Comfort. And boy, that thing sits nice, Doc. Yeah, it's nice. We took our old one out. My son come over to help me get the daggone old one out. And when we had it sitting on its side, all the stuff and the stuff had fell down to one side. It was time. The box springs had a crack in it. 2 of the daggone boards down there. It was time. Had a fella tell me one time, the working man, there's 2 things a working man ought not to be afraid to spend money on, was a good pair of shoes and a good mattress. Of course, he was a mattress salesman. But it was makes sense, I thought. We didn't buy one from him, but I mean, you're working all day on your feet, so you need a good pair of shoes. You know, at nighttime, you need to take a good nap so you can get up the next morning, get some good rest, so you can go back and work again. So we try to get a decent mattress. We don't pay through the nose for them, but that mattress is something they take your money from you in a heartbeat. There's no way to compare them. It's the way that's set up. So they cheat you. Prime Outlets had fine under the parking lot. Okay, Prime Outlets did. I remember seeing a story about it on TV when it happened. I think they just let that thing burn out, didn't they, Cole? They closed it down. I don't know why they had a fire down there. Now, they had peat down there in the Dismal Swamp. It was burning, smoldering for years. I don't know if that's out yet or not either. But there's nothing they can do with that peat. They just had to let it smolder on out, I guess. I don't know. It's weird how that stuff happens. There we go. Look at there. It's one thing I enjoy. Josh Allen, good. Just get it in, good evening. Yay, laying on gravel. Still have a plastic cup. I got 90% of them. Did you buy new shoes since your ankle injury? No, My wife did get me some. I got a wrap, and I got one of them daggone like cloth ankle bracelets I put on it. I used to have. I got a pair of boots I usually put on when it happens, and they come up my leg area, give me some more support. But the whole foot had swelled up this time, and I couldn't put them on. So I just had to wrap it up and take it easy. But I got a cane that sits behind my chair to help me get up and move if I need to. But I think I tried not to slow down much, and I think that extended my downtime because it eventually got to where I couldn't use it. So, but anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a few minutes. It's just something I do once a month, just kind of fill you guys in on what's going on. I can see what's happening with y'all. Tell you how much I appreciate you hanging out for a while. It's something different, just to shake things up. And then this one less video I have to put out during the week because usually I do two. But if I do a live, I don't have to put another one out. I'm cheating, man. Sean Banker, how you doing, boss? Yeah, glad to do it, buddy. It tickles me to do that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't do it otherwise. Happy birthday next Thursday. Thank you, Buzzy. Take care, people. Good night. Steve, great hearing from you. Be good. Have a great night, all. Happy birthday to me. I might do that. I might sing that and make a little short out of it. What do you think of that? Talk about getting canceled. Joe, take care, man. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm going to get on out of here. I think I'm going to give another one of them sliders, what I'm going to do. But we'll talk to y'all later, man. And y'all be good. Try to stay warm. Stay out of the snow. Don't shovel. Get your daggone snow blower or just let the sun handle it. And I don't know. I hope it don't turn into nothing. Right now, they ain't calling for them right here. But it's from the way it's coming. That's normally when we get our bigger ones. So, but y'all take care, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll talk to y'all later. End stream.